In today's video, I'm going to be discussing 64 and how this could be the new age for Social Security. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. And if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, or if you've been watching the headlines, you know that there are a ton of proposals out there right now to reform Social Security, and the list of these proposals goes on and on and on and on. It is a very, very long list. I've talked about many of them before in other videos. However, as you heard me say just a second ago, 64, the new age for Social Security, what are your thoughts about that? Well, believe it or not, that is exactly what some people are talking about right now. And when I say some people, I'm talking about lawmakers. They're talking about changing it from 62 to potentially 64 for Social Security. What are your thoughts, and are you concerned about that? Well, I want to talk about all the details about that here in this video, let you know the details as far as what they're suggesting and some of the other changes they want to implement along with this one right here, and what it would mean for you as a Social Security beneficiary who are currently claiming benefits right now, or if you're on the cusp of claiming benefits relatively soon. I have all the details for you here in the video. Let's talk through the details. However, really fast before we do, can I ask a huge favor of you? If you've not done so yet, or if you happen to be new here, first off, welcome and thanks so much for watching. Will you please make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button right down below the video? It's totally free to do so. I'm here for you every single day. I'm watching the headlines, doing all the research, advocating on your behalf, answering questions, doing anything I possibly can to help you out right now. I get it. It's a tough time out there. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of talk about your fixed income benefit, your money, your benefit, your lifestyle. And again, I want to do whatever I can to help you out through this time. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Thank you so much. And also feel free to share the video with your friends on your social media. There's a share button right down below as well, next to the subscribe button as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And let's talk through this whole idea of changing the age in which you can file and get Social Security by a couple years. This would be a really bad situation for a lot of people, okay? All right, so again, if you've been watching the videos here for a while now, you know that there's a ton of proposals. Again, I could sit here and rattle off tons of them, and you can go back and check out any of the videos here on the channel, and you've heard me talk about all of them as well. But one of the proposals out there right now is, again, we've heard of this popular topic of changing the full retirement age from 67 to possibly 68, possibly 69, or even pushing it out all the way until the age of 70, right? So that's one as well. However, what about the front end? As in, right now, you can get Social Security benefits as early as the age of 62, okay? However, they're also talking about maybe pushing out the full retirement age, as well as pushing out the age in which you can file for early benefits out into the age of 64, pushing it out by 2 years, right? Again, what are your thoughts on this, okay? Whether you're currently getting benefits or you have not filed yet, I'd love to hear your comments down below. If you feel like, hey, this is a great thing, this is a terrible thing, I'd love to hear your feedback, okay? But anyway, let me explain the details behind this, okay? So here's the logic behind why they're suggesting this. We're all living longer, okay? Remember, back in 1935, nearly 90 years ago, when Social Security was signed into law, right? So here's the deal about that. Way back in the day, life expectancies were very short. In fact, well, I shouldn't say very short. They were much shorter than they are today. In fact, life expectancies at the time was right around 65, which is why they made, back in the day, for many, many years, you could actually claim Social Security, and basically 65 was the full retirement age, right? So that is what they had. They basically said, hey, somebody's going to live until 65 on average, so let's let them claim their benefit right at 65, and then, they'll claim benefits for like a day or two, and then that's it, right? We don't have to pay out a whole lot, right? So that was kind of the whole purpose of the full retirement age of 65 way back, for many, many years when Social Security was first started. Then they pushed it out until the age of 67 because we're all living longer. Well, as of now, life expectancies have increased massively. We are living significantly longer. So lawmakers are also suggesting that we're all living longer. So if we're going to push out the full retirement age, why wouldn't it also make sense to push out the age in which we can claim early benefits from 62 to 64? So that's exactly what they're suggesting, okay? Now remember, the bulk of people, now these statistics are a little bit older, but I'm going to share with you these statistics. Now I'm going to say this much as well. I've seen a ton of statistics and they're all varying. I don't know why there's so much variation with statistics. I mean, if somebody gives us a statistical percentage or something, shouldn't they all be matching? But they're not, okay? Either way. I've seen statistics all over the board, but some claim that 66% of beneficiaries claim benefits prior to the full retirement age, okay? 24% claim at their full retirement age, and only 10% wait until the age of 70. Whether those are totally accurate or not, I don't know. I've seen numbers all over the board, but my point is, let's just say that it's accurate, okay? 66% of people claiming benefits before full retirement age. That means a lot of people are claiming benefits right at the age of 62. Now, not everybody, obviously, but there's a lot of people that do. What would this mean for beneficiaries? Well, for some people, it would not be a very good situation. But the whole idea behind this, now, why would they be introducing and why would they be talking about such a ridiculous plan? The whole idea is because of insolvency with Social Security. They're trying to figure out how can they make sure that Social Security remains to have enough money for the next many, many decades and generations into the future. In fact, as of right now, maybe you've seen this as well. I've talked about this before. I don't know, it's quite a while ago. But over the next 75 years, Social Security has a shortfall of $22 trillion. That's not like $22, 22 million, 22 billion, $22 trillion in the next 75 years of a shortfall. That's nuts. I'm sorry, but $22 trillion is an incredible amount of money. That is a lot of money to have a shortfall. So they're trying to figure out what can we do to make sure the beneficiaries have enough money for many more years and decades and generations into the future. So they're trying to pinch pennies now, today, to make sure that they have all of this money out into the future, many, many years and decades, okay? So that is the whole purpose behind this, and why they're trying to tinker around with Social Security to change the program is because this whole insolvency thing, right? In about 9 years, we have this insolvency issue, and that's what they're talking about. So we currently know that if they do nothing to Social Security, if they leave it as is right now, the program is going to be insolvent in about 9 years. In other words, no, benefits would not go away at that time, but rather benefits would only be paid out as far as the money coming in to Social Security through Social Security payroll taxes. That would mean that benefits would be cut by anywhere between about 20 to 25%, more realistically probably around 23 to 25%, according to the current numbers as of right now, but those are ever changing, and those will be changed a lot more in the next 9 years between now and insolvency. Does that kind of make sense? So anyway, let me know your ideas down below. Now, let me answer this really quickly. What would it do for current beneficiaries? According to the preliminary information on this, if they were to change it from 62 to 64, current beneficiaries would not be impacted whatsoever, okay? Would not be impacted whatsoever. So if you're a current beneficiary wondering, I'm 62, I just started filing, and is this going to cut my benefit? According to what they're saying, if they were to do this, no, it would not have any impact on your benefit whatsoever. You're grandfathered in, you're good, okay? However, this could potentially, afterward, anybody that would claim benefits after the approval of, again, if they were to approve this, and actually put into effect an early retirement age of 64, if they were to do this, and if they implemented this, then anybody claiming after that time frame could potentially be impacted. And again, there's a lot of ifs, as you heard there. Reason being is they don't have all the answers. They have not approved it yet. They don't know what they're doing as of yet. This isn't even necessarily a thing that they're going to do for sure, but it is definitely a conversation that they're having and something that they are discussing, because this is a major issue as far as Social Security insolvency, and they're trying to figure out what can we do to make sure that the program remains solvent for many more decades into the future. And they're saying, hey, we got to figure something out. Let's pinch our pennies now so that we can save all that money out in the future. Does that kind of make sense? So anyway, this is what they're talking about. Again, I'm always here to bring you the details and give you any proposals or discussions that they're having, because this could be, a major issue for a lot of people. So anyway, this is another discussion. Just want to bring it to your attention. Nothing has happened in any way, shape, or form for Social Security, whether good or bad as of right now, but something will likely be happening. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I get more information. As always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If you have any further, if you need any further clarification on this, let me know. I'll do what I can for you. I'll come back in a future video. I'll jump on a live stream. We'll do whatever I can for you. So again, please subscribe down below. Share this video with the share button right down below, as well with your friends on my social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Down below in the video library, or in the description or the comment section of this video as well. I've hand selected some videos there for you. Check those out. Otherwise, right now on your screen, you'll see some videos popping up. Make sure to check out one of those. So go ahead and take your selection now. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you again in just a second in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and